Toxic War on Masculinity, How Christianity Reconciles the Sexes, produced by Baker, isn't it? Baker did it. And I was so delighted to read this book, but even the title, you said in the book, it's your most provocative or most controversial book. And in our world today, there's nothing more controversial than let's talk about gender and Christianity. And you hit both. So let's talk about this book. What made you want to write and just delve right into the midst of this subject in the middle of a culture war in which we find ourselves?
Yeah. It is the most controversial book I've ever written, which was a surprise because Love Thy Body, my last book, dealt with abortion, homosexuality, transgenderism. I really thought that would be the most controversial, but in the Christian world, this has proven to be more controversial. The nutshell answer that we can unpack is that I saw a problem and I saw a solution. And the problem, of course, was that masculinity is being attacked so viciously. It's become culturally acceptable to be incredibly hostile to masculinity. I was really shocked one day when the Washington Post had an article titled, "Why Can't We Hate Men?" Like, wait, that used to be some fringe feminist group would talk like that, not a mainstream publication like the Washington Post. The Huffington Post had an editor who said her New Year's resolution was kill all men. You can buy T-shirts that say, "So many men, so little ammunition." And then there are books out with titles like, literally, "I Hate Men," "No Good Men," and "Are Men Necessary?" So, and even men have jumped on the bandwagon. You may have seen this. It's not in my book because it just came out. But the director of the movie Avatar, James Cameron, said testosterone is a toxin that you have to work out of your system. Or a book author wrote, talking about healthy masculinity is like talking about healthy cancer. So no wonder a major survey found that 46% of American men say that society punishes men basically just for being men. And that one's in the book, but there's a new one. Again, as soon as you write your book, there's new items. A new one that was done in Britain just now, a couple of weeks ago. 55% of men, so more than half, say that discrimination against men is now worse than discrimination against women. So whether you agree or not, that is a lot of people who think the male bashing has gone too far. And so I wanted to understand, where's this coming from? The way to stand effectively against a social trend is you really need to understand where it came from and how it developed. You just can't take it at face value today. And so in the Toxic War on Masculinity, I got sort of behind the scenes and look at how this concept developed over time, kind of go up for the bird's eye view. So you can see it developing, and then that way you understand it better and you can counter it better.